video.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants here for another installment of the Matty Rants Diaries. I want to thank everybody for their love and support that you've shown me over these past couple videos, for being there from the Rupaul Drag Race videos to now this installment of Matty Rants Diaries. There will be more things I'm going to show, so be ready because I got lots to give. But this is going to be a very interesting topic today, and this is going to be about my coming out story. Now, I know this is Pride Month, and woohoo for Pride. And I hope everyone is being safe, having a good time, and just being happy being themselves. But this story is very important and near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna give you nothing but the tea, nothing but the truth about how it was for me coming out really, where I was more forced out of the closet versus just me being able to say I was a gay man, okay? A lot of you know that I knew at a young age that I was a gay man, and I had to hide myself from my siblings and family members and anybody around me because of basically the environment that I was in was not necessarily safe. I used to have every other day, every weekend, you know, my father would tell me that if he found out if any one of us is gay, of all his boys, he would kill us. Right, absolutely. Disown us, throw us out the house, do all of that. So unfortunately for me, I didn't have enough courage to just say who I was at a young age because I was so afraid of having nothing and just being left out of anything. I was teased and picked on through all of high school, always having to tell people, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. And it really did play a huge role in my emotional state growing up as a child. So if anybody else has been through that, Matty understands completely. But this is the story. Now, the first part of this is my mother coming up to me having a conversation before college. I was 18 years old. I just got accepted into going to college at Arizona State University. And I had so many other schools to go to. I don't know why I chose Arizona State, but I went to Arizona State. My mom sat me down and she was like, I just want to let you know that I know what you are. And it says in the Bible that you're going to go to hell. And your life is going to be full of turmoil. However, I don't agree and feel that that's going to be the way for you, Matthew, because I just don't see you not coming to heaven with me. And it was almost like, did she just say I was going to go to hell and then take it back in the same sentence? Because I believe she just did. And I didn't know how to take that from my mother, but I understood what she was saying. And I said, okay, Mom. She says, no, I'm just being honest with you. That's what it says. But I hope that's not the I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the truth, because when we all die and we all have to go away, you know, we're firm Christians here for my family. You know, she said, I want all my children to be up there with me. So she says, I'm not going to hold that, but I'm worried and I am concerned. I just want you to be safe. And that was what my mom told me. Now, I never even agreed and said, yes, I was gay when she said that. I just kind of nodded my head like, okay, she just kind of read the fuck out of me. But, okay, cool. I go to college, and I want to say the second or third week I was in the dorm rooms, I remember I was sitting in the study lounge area, and the girls came up to me and asked me, you know, Matt, are you gay? And I was just like, yes, I am. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I started crying because I'd never fully said it to anybody except for some people in high school who I really trusted, and it was like very few people who knew about me. And, they kind of accepted me. Even the straight guys who I didn't think would accept me still accepted me. I was hanging with everybody in college, okay? So that was a new experience for me, but that wasn't my family just yet. That was just friends who knew. And even in high school, I used to sneak out. I'd have like a car and I'd drive to Montrose out here in Houston, and I would, you know, be around all these gay people, and I would try to figure out, you know, why are these people so happy? Do their parents know? Do these people know? And everyone had their own story. So I was learning to be okay with who I was all throughout my life, but at the same time still denying it because I was afraid of being rejected by my family, who I had spent the most time with. But that's the first part of all of this. The second part of it is the true coming out to where everybody just kind of knew. And that I was forced out of the closet for. I came back from college after dealing with a crazy boyfriend who used to call my parents like every day and tell them that, you know, we're lovers and this and that and the other. And my parents would deny it, deny it, deny it. And I denied it. And I remember going out one day, and I was just going out to see a friend of mine. And I'm going to try not to get emotional for this part, but I remember all of a sudden, I believe it was either my sister or my mother called me, and they're like, Dad is going crazy. Dad is going crazy. I said, why is he going crazy? He found all your stuff. He went through your phone. That I had 2 phones. One that was just a little bullshit phone that I had, and the other one I carried with me. But he said, if he found your phone, your alarm was going off, and he wanted to silence the alarm. Now, I don't know why he even needed to go in my room to do all of that. The noise wasn't even that loud. I remember how the alarm was set. It was like those old Samsung flip phones. And, you know, the ones that would always have the rainbow colors whenever it lit up, like the first, like, silver. I can't even remember what it was called. But this was a long time. This was like 2006, 2007. And he went through all the messages in my phone, pictures included and everything. He also read the letters that I had in my backpack. And they were love letters from exes that I kept, because I was still in that kind of phase to where I wanted to keep everything that I had from people from the past. And he called every single family member and told them that Matt's gay, Matt's a faggot, you know, I can't believe this, like, he's gonna bring the name down of the family, he's gonna do all of this, I can't handle this, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And my sister's like, well, is it true? My brothers were calling me, you know, Dad's found all this stuff, Matthew, is it true? Like, they're just forcing me to say something. And I never wanted it to be that way. I wanted me to be able to sit everyone down and just say, here's who I am, this is what I'm about. If you don't like it, tough cookies. But I wasn't in that position. I was working at a temp job. You know, I had a car that was about all I had to my name after coming from school. And I still had to come home and get all of my clothes and my stuff. And I had to drive home with all these phone calls, including my mother calling me saying, well, I remember that conversation we had, and here we are now today, Matthew. So are you confirming? Are you gay? And I'm like, yes, I am. This is all over the phone. This is not even in person with anybody. And it was really fucked up because my dad decided to out me to everybody and to make it such a huge deal that I couldn't myself have that moment. It was all about him and not about me. I get home and I don't hear him in the house. So all I'm doing is getting my stuff together. I'm like packing my shit because I already know it's about to go down. And then I hear the door just slam, like bam, like almost as if the glass was ready to break. And he's like, come out here. And I come out and he's holding a knife. And he's like, so you're telling me you're gay? What would cause you to want to be that way? Like, who influenced you? Did someone touch you? And it was like, no one molested me. No one touched me. This is somebody, I've known this forever. You're lying to me. I'm not lying to you. It was this back and forth argument and fighting. And I can't let you live. And that's what he was saying. I can't let you live. I can't let you leave this house. You will not go out there and ruin my name. You know, my dad made me feel so low that day, and he was trying to fight, and he was pushing me and punching me, and he was really trying to get me to like just swing off on him. And instead of hitting my father, even after all of that, putting a knife up to me and trying to hit me, I ended up taking my whole head, and there was a wall, and I put my head through the wall. I literally just went boom, and I came back and I said, I'm bleeding. I said, I would rather hurt myself than hurt you, because I know that I'm never supposed to touch or hurt my parents. That's forbidden in the Bible. And I still believe in that as well. And I let him know, you're not going to be able to change me. This is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. You know, mind you, growing up, my dad tried to put me in sports, put me in boot camp, try to do certain things to me to make me more of a man and to roughen me up. Because he wanted me to change, because he himself knew what was up, but he was in denial the entire time. So he told me I had to get out of the house. You can't live here anymore, etc., right? I'm getting in my car. You can't leave the car here. It's my car. It's not true. It wasn't his car. My name was on the fucking car. So I was like, who the fuck are you talking to on that one? Why help pay for it? I said, well, my name's on it. So I'm leaving. Well, you can never come back. I won't come back. And I'm crying as all this is happening. And I'm yelling and I'm angry because this is how I didn't want it to go down, but I knew it was going to go down this way. I was homeless for 6 months because of this. I slept in my car or I slept at friends' houses. A lot of those friends were not my friends, and they threw me out of their homes after a few days or a few weeks of me being there when I was in this really rough spot. And I had somebody who was a friend of mine who was going through the same thing, who was also rolling with me when all this happened, but his mom eventually pulled him back in the house, but I had nowhere else to go. So I literally found a job with no home, nowhere to live. I had found a job and started working and saving my money, and I ended up getting an apartment. I had to do all of that by myself with no help. I thought I was not going to make it. I thought I was going to lose all of my sense of who I am and who I wanted to be and what I wanted to become. Because now every family member is talking about me and they're making me out to be some sort of monster. And I knew I wasn't a monster, and that's why it bothered me so much, because they'll never understand it. Even now, they'll never get me. No one will ever understand me. They'll never understand what I went through school, through lying and having to fight people just to fucking show that I was a real person, a real man still, regardless of me being gay or not. I had to go through so much shit, okay? Every single day of my life, all right? Now, eventually, my father came around and he apologized for how he responded, but it took him a long time to get there, and he's still getting there. I will not lie to you and say that my father is 100% A-okay with me. There have been moments where he has asked me, are you going to give me grandchildren? Are you going to be with a woman? He would still do it. He would still do it. Now, today, he knows better. But I went through another several years of that, of him just trying to be okay with it. But I will tell you this, I don't accept just tolerance from people. You need to be accepting of me. If you don't accept me, I can't deal with it. So I don't tolerate people not accepting me. So I don't even fuck with it. So there's family members now who I will give barely a hi to, just to be polite, because I know they talk a lot of shit about me. And so I gotta say to you, after all of that, I picked myself up homeless, got a job, got my apartment, got my life together, because I would not give up on myself, okay? So for anybody else who has gone through some similar situation like that, you have my full heart. You have my full emotional support, because not all of us get that moment to be fearless and to be simply accept, you know, not everybody gets to have the family that goes, we're fine with you, do what you want to do. We support you all through and throughout. I was told, well, as long as you're gay and you're not doing drag and you're not doing this and that and you're more of a man, we'll be okay with that. But that's not being really okay with it. That's just someone who's tolerating you because they don't want to lose your presence. But everybody, they have to learn to accept you. Acceptance is key here, okay? Not to tolerate something, all right? Because tolerating something just means that you're dealing with it and you don't really want to, but you have to. Like you're at a job that you feel like you can't leave because you're tolerating it because you need the money. It doesn't work that way for you being who you are as a person and who yourself as a gay man, okay? So tell me your coming out stories here, or keep them to yourselves, or just show your support for anybody who is going through something like this, because we all need it, all right? We all need support. We all need to support each other. We all have to have each other's backs, okay? So thank you again for joining me here for another installment of Matty Rants Diaries. We'll be back again Sunday with another topic. And the last episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 will be filming, me and Jamar. Someone said Thursday, but my DVR said Friday, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about here, but I'll figure that out. If it's Thursday or Friday, we'll do it either way. And after that happens, everybody, and there's no more Drag Race, don't think that you can just stop, oh, Matt's gone, we're not going to hear from him again. No, I'll still be doing Matty Rants Diaries, and I'll also have another show we'll be doing for Fridays, and then I'm going to start watching a couple more series here and giving you my rants and reviews on that, okay? So look down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, subscribe, babies. I want to get to 5,000 here, and also share this video with anyone and everyone that you know, and any of my other videos as well. You have my heart, you have my love. Links down below. That's Matty Rants, Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter at the Matty Rants. So again, thank you so much. I thank you all for your support. Those who are really kind with your words and who are being the best persons you can be. Just be the best you could be. Just be the best you can be. And wake up every day not with any negativity, not calling people names, not shutting anybody up and telling somebody what to do. You go and do you, okay? And you mind your own fucking business, all right? And if you see something positive, you share that positivity. But if you see something negative, let it go. Drop it off where it's at and don't give it any energy, okay? Take care, everybody. All my love.
Matty Rants.